Hey everyone, I'm here today to give you the toast from the teachers and share our congratulations to the grad class of VIMI 2020. Before I get started, I'm just going to set this aside, not only because it's a little hot, but also I'm going to get serious for a second here. All right. Today, everyone, I'm going to speak to you about the big C, not cancer. The only thing big about cancer is how big of a pain in the arse it is for yours truly. And not COVID-19. After too many months of this thing consuming us, moving on. Instead, I'm going to speak to you about courage. Big C courage. The ability to find your grit, to hold on to your moral compass and say, it's time to put on your big girl panties or boy boxer briefs as applicable. Many of you listening to this will be familiar with the short story On the Rainy River by Tim O'Brien. If you're not, go look it up. Read it. It's good. In this story, Tim, the main protagonist, is delivered a draft note for the Vietnam War. Tim's moral stance says the war is wrong. He will not fight. He will instead head north to Canada and ride out the war. He will save his courage for some other event more meaningful to his values. Then, one day at his summer job, consumed by his dread of the war and fear of judgment from his community and the sense of shame of not doing the right thing, he breaks. He breaks down, he leaves his job, he gets into his truck, and he heads north to Canada toward the border, trying to outrun his fears. 6 days into staying at a lodge located close to the Rainy River, separating the United States from Canada, Tim finds himself on a boat in the middle of that river, and he's faced with this decision. Does he hold on to his convictions and throw himself into the water, swim the 20 yards to Canada, and hold on to his moral compass, hold on to the surety of his convictions? Or does he ask the boat to be turned around, to return home to his community and wait for orders to come for him to go to war? Hearing voices shouting at him from both sides of the shore, that's his conscience. It's dueling in his head, telling him what to do, what not to do. Tim again breaks. The boat is turned around and he returns home. Humiliated, defeated, ashamed. This is the man he will see every day in the mirror, even 20 years on. He will see a coward. The story teaches its reader a really important lesson. It tells you how incredibly difficult it is to be courageous and to hold on to your convictions in times of duress. But here's the thing. Remember a minute or two ago, I told you that we're going to talk about the big C, and again, not that cancer thing or that COVID thing, but courage. Here's what I want you to see when you look in your mirrors. Here's what I want to see looking back at you. I want you to see a person who has courage, who has demonstrated courage over these last few months as you completed high school, online, lacking teachers and peers and that support group immediately around you that we probably all just took for granted. I want you to recognize that there's courage when you realize you are isolating yourself from friends, from family, from your community. I want you to see someone who has put aside the sport that they love, not knowing when and if they're going to be able to get back onto the ice, be able to get out to the diamond, get to the bar, and it's not that bar, by the way, parents and kids, okay, or get down to the pitch and just kick the ball. I want you to think about you're the person who today, hopefully, decide you're going to get up, you're going to put on a cap and a tassel, and maybe even change out of those sweatpants and pajama bottoms that you've been wearing for almost 8 weeks straight or longer. And you decided that you were going to be here in this moment, that you were going to create your own vision of GRAD 2020. You will see somebody in that mirror who has decided to embrace an uncertain future. I can promise you, being courageous, it isn't easy. What's easy is turning the boat around. That's easy. But when you decide to swim for the shore, to heed your conscience, to hold on to your convictions, I can promise you, you will always be able to look at that mirror and see a person with self-respect and with dignity. And that's no small thing. So with that, I can now return to this. Oh, kids, I lost one of those, but that's okay. And say, from all of us here at Vimy Ridge Academy, your teachers, your custodial staff, your support crew, everyone, we want to say congratulations. Thank you for being the people in our lives who made it easy to come to work every day. Thank you for being courageous in these tough times. And whatever you do in your future, we wish you the best. Bye. And I almost forgot one more thing. By the way, kids, don't forget to call me for bail. Where else am I going to be on a Friday or Saturday night? Phone lines are open. I'm waiting just for you. Bye.